guys, and welcome to the perfume banger of 2020. I'm so excited that you all tuned in this video in which we are gonna talk about upcoming trends, the ones that are already going on, and I will also tell you which notes I personally miss in the modern perfumery, and I will even predict some perfume launches like I did in the past, so stay tuned for that. But also don't forget to leave me a comment with perfume trends that you're looking forward the most to, and also which notes you personally miss in the perfumery and you wish perfumers and brands paid more attention to. And there are probably some trends that you're bored of, just like I am, and I will tell you about those. So definitely leave me your feedback down below, because I love to chat with you. I want to become friends with everybody of you. Your support pushes my channel, and I'm so excited and grateful for all your time that you spend here. So don't be shy, comment below, and if you want more perfume content from me, don't forget to follow me on my social media like Facebook and Instagram, and check me out on Patreon. And with that being said, let's dive into perfume trends of 2020. So the first one, never-ending trend, is a rose trend. Surprise, surprise! Roses are gonna be popular forever for good reasons, because that is a very beautiful floral note that people love. Not everybody, not everybody. Let me know if you don't like rosy perfumes, but in the majority of cases, people really like rosy scents, and if those are done correctly, they can smell very luxurious. And I am into a good rose perfume, but there are certain type of rosy scents that I don't like. For example, there are so many commercial rosy perfumes for which were used really synthetic materials, and there are plenty of those synthetic rose imitators which can smell scratchy and artificial, and if you don't work with them correctly, then they just fall flat, and I'm not into that vibe. And last year so many designer brands released rose flankers of their most popular perfumes. I have a whole video on that topic. You can check it out after watching this one if you're interested, but I am bored of those, and I don't want to see rose, oud, patchouli, incensey roses either. I am actually looking forward to jammy, sweet, powdery, and maybe even animalic roses, because those ones haven't been all that popular, and I want something in a Rose Barbarenza style, the one from Maison Lancôme. And I just really love powdery perfumes. That's for I'm looking forward to powdery roses. And two brand new releases that were already announced for 2020 are Rose Prick by Tom Ford, and I will definitely update you on that one once I tried it, and also Rose Milano by Armani for their exclusive line. So if you have any experience with those, let us know your thoughts about them, and just tell us which rosy perfumes you like. Maybe you don't like them, maybe you want perfumers to stop being heavy on the rose. Let me know what you think. And we are moving on to the next trend that I'm sure gonna be huge this year, and that is a fruity trend. And in my opinion, it started last year, but this year DIOR has released perfume called Rouge Trafalgar that I've already reviewed for their exclusive line. And oh my god, guys, I just really enjoy how it's done. It's fizzy, fruit-chilly with very elegant dry down, and I'm sure it's gonna be a bestseller, and it will be doing really well, and other brands will notice how well it does and will do their fruity interpretations. And that is not a secret that fruity perfumes have been popular for many years, and the trendiest fruity notes were for sure cherries. After Tom Ford's Lost Cherry, everybody started to put cherries into their scents, which I had nothing against. Because I love cherries. Let me know if you do too. Let me know if you fell into the trap of Lost Cherry. But also plums are always popular, and those notes you can come across in tobacco perfumes, and I think this year berries are gonna be huge, such as strawberries and raspberries, but at the same time I noticed that black currant is doing well for commercial scents. So let me know if you're excited for fruity perfumes. I'm actually pretty excited, and I'm open to all the fruits and berries out there. Okay, the last trend that is not huge yet, but I think will be this year, is fougere trend. And you know, I've never been into this perfume genre just because fougere smell very old-fashioned to me. Every time I smell a truly fougere perfume, I associate it with my grandfather's aftershave, which I'm definitely not into, but I understand that a lot of people enjoy fougere perfumes for the way how classy they smell, especially men love them, which makes total sense to me. And one of the staring notes in fougeres is lavender, which is a very tricky note for me because I can hate it and I can love it. It all depends on how it is presented in the composition. I'm not really into sappy, herbaceous, traditional lavendery perfumes, but I really like such fragrances as Mon Guerlain by Guerlain, in which lavender is powdery and vanillic, and Libre by Saint Laurent, because it is mixed into black currant and it's rather juicy than herbaceous. So I'm really looking forward to exquisite lavenders. I hope I will find a few favorites, but right now actually my favorite perfume has lavender in it. I've already reviewed it. It's Royal Stallion, gorgeous niche perfume, reminds me of my all-time favorite L'Instant by Guerlain. So yeah, I think fougeres are gonna be great. There is already a brand new Beau de Jour by Tom Ford, and who knows, maybe we'll get even more of those. Let me know your favorite fougeres or your favorite lavender perfumes. That is one of the notes that I'm looking for to become huge this year, and I want different interpretations of this note because you can literally do so much with it, and I will be really happy about your most favorite lavender recommendations, and I wish fougeres will take a new spin. So guys, now we are moving on to the notes that I want to be popular this year and I wish were featured in upcoming releases of 2020. So one of them is such an underrated note, and that is a violet. And you guys, you can do so many different perfumey scents with violet. Like literally you can make it fresh adding violet leaf, you can make it powdery, you can make it woody, endless possibilities for violet. And roses have been huge forever, and also white flowers for many years, and wherever you go there are tuberoses and orange blossom and also jasmine. Like I'm so done with jasmine and even tuberose, which was nice in the beginning, but now I'm just sick and tired of white flowers. I want to see more violets. I want them to be powdery, I want them to be fresh, I want them to be modern and classy. Oh my god, last year I've been going on through violet obsession. It was so hard to find great violet perfumes, especially modern ones, not the ones from back in the days, and I've created a top list of my favorite violet perfumes, and there is a second part coming up in spring. Check out that video if you love violets and let me know your favorite violet perfumes. And also, do you miss violets? Because in my opinion that's so strange that nobody pays attention to that hidden gem note. And with that being said, the next note is not a hidden gem, it is probably the most popular gourmand note ever, and that is of course, you tell me. Yes, that's surely vanilla. And don't get me wrong, vanilla is always popular, there is a vanilla release here and there, but this year I'm looking forward to a rich, sultry, sexy and deep vanilla perfumes, and not the dusty ones. I want them from niche brands, I want them from indie brands, I want them from designer brands. And even though the Vanilla Absolute is extremely expensive, it is nearly as expensive as gold, you can create a good vanilla perfume using synthetic vanilla. That's not the problem is in the head. So if some brands need some inspiration, I'm here for you. And that perfume that I predicted, that I mentioned in the beginning, was, listen to this story. So I like this brand Jo Malone that you all are familiar with for sure. If not, you definitely need to check out my videos on it, but it's an English brand, and their concept is to layer perfumes. They have light cologne range and dark cologne range. The lighter ones focuses on light notes such as floral and green ones, and the darker range on resins, woods and heavy flowers. And they have so many different notes in their perfumes and no proper vanilla scent, which made no sense to me. So I kept on going to my local Jo Malone's perfume counter and telling the girls who work there that I want finally a dark cologne from Jo Malone that will be about vanilla. And I know they can't change that, they just sell perfumes, not create them, but I'm not sure if Jo Malone was listening to me, because I also mentioned that in my videos. And this year they came out with vanilla perfume, and not just any vanilla, vetiver and golden vanilla, and it's so interesting. It's not like your typical vanilla perfume at all. I've already smelled it, and if you're interested in my updated thoughts on it, and thousands of you will tell me, Yana, do a review and buy that perfume, I will, because I'm going back and forth with it. It's not really my style, but at the same time it's so different from what I'm normally wearing. So I wish more brands created vanilla perfumes, period. Okay guys, so the next two notes are featured in some perfumes here and there, but they're not like trendy, and I wish they were. And those are leafy notes such as petitgrain and neroli, and I don't know why I really love them. Well, they are citrusy and at the same time sparkling, fresh, leafy, uplifting. Oh my god, they are underrated, and I just want to see them in the upcoming releases, that's all. And the woody note that I want to see is actually sandalwood, which is the creamiest, smoothest and most elegant woody note in the perfumery, and nothing compares to the natural sandalwood. But at the same time, I know it's very expensive and there are some synthetic replacements for it, but yeah, I wish there were more perfumes that would present sandalwood in this new modern way. And finally, I don't think that there are gonna be enough or any brave brands that would step out of their comfort zone and put aldehydes into their perfumes. And come on, I know it's tricky, but let's do that and take Metallic by Tom Ford as a good example of making aldehydes sparkle in a new way. And I understand brands that don't put aldehydes into their perfumes, because in a lot of times that note can give that old-fashioned vibe that not a lot of people are drawn to. But nowadays there are modern technologies and so many different ways to make a retro note smell new. So yeah, I'm looking forward to aldehydes. Thumbs up if you do too. Okay guys, finally, I want to predict one launch, but before I do that, I want to mention a few trends that I think need some rest, and that is definitely oudi, patchouli, incensey trend that have been trending for many years, especially in the niche perfumery. And don't get me wrong, I love those notes so very much, especially paired with rose. That is just a very solid style that smells luxurious and niche. But the problem is there are already so many releases in that style that at some point they smell so similar, and I'm bored of them. That's why, in my opinion, those notes need some rest, and then we can pull them out again and make them shine in a new way. You know what I'm talking about? Let me know if there are some trends, like white floral trend is another one that you think needs some rest and you wish other notes were more popular. You know what I'm talking about? Okay, prediction for 2020. So there is this beautiful opulent flower, ylang ylang, which in my opinion is so underrated. It's powerful, it's gorgeous, it's so beautiful, its texture is everything. And jasmine, which is a bit similar to it because those are very heady narcotic scents, is way more popular than ylang ylang, which I don't understand, but whatever. So I would love to see an intense cologne, or maybe even absolute, from Jo Malone, because they started creating absolute perfumes. They've already done Rose and Violet, which doesn't smell of violets at all. I didn't understand that release, but I want the next one to be dedicated to Ylang Ylang. I think they will do Jasmine next, but oh my gosh, just imagine Ylang Ylang paired with sweet, dense resin like benzoin or labdanum. Wouldn't that be dream? Oh my god, I'm looking forward to that. Jo Malone brands, if you're listening, take the notes. Guys, that is all for today's video. By the way, if you like my watch, it is from amazing brand NORDGREEN. I will link to them down below. And as I mentioned in the beginning, please let me know your wishes for perfume trends of 2020. That was my perfume banger, and in the end of the year we will watch this video and do a throwback and see if I was right or wrong on this topic. And with that being said, if you enjoyed watching this video, please like it, and if you're new here, make sure to subscribe and ring that bell. I would be really happy to see you here and to chat with you every time I post a new video. And don't forget to follow me on my social media. I'm everywhere, and thank you so much for sticking till the end. It was chatty and long as all of my videos. Maybe you enjoyed the snack. I hope it was entertaining enough, and if you have any ideas for future chatty videos that you want me to do, let me know all of that in the comments, and stay tuned, smell good. We'll see each other next one really soon. Bye guys.